Today, on Running to Him, we must think of both what and how we say things. If you're joining us in going through Proverbs, today's reading is Proverbs chapter 15, verses 1 through 14, and we'll concentrate on verses 1 and 2. Proverbs 15, 1 and 2 says this, "A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. The tongue of the wise makes knowledge acceptable, but the mouth of fools spouts folly." Have you ever been faced with a situation where you could either respond quietly or you could respond defensively or with anger? Gideon faced such a situation. In Judges chapters 6 through 8, we're told the story of the Midianites and Gideon. The Midianite Army attacked Israel, and God told Gideon to attack them. Gideon did so with a very small army. We were told he only retained 300 men out of the 22,000 that were initially with him. Because of that winnowing down of the troops, the tribe of Ephraim was left out of the fight. When the final cleanup stages of the battle came, Gideon called upon them to help. Now, even though they captured Oreb and Zeeb, two of the Midianite generals, they were still upset that they had not participated in the main battle. Gideon answered their objection through praising what they had done. It was they who had captured the two leaders, not he, and he humbled himself by saying the dregs of the Midian grape harvest was better than the whole harvest of the tribe of Abiezer, whom he was a member. Gideon could have related how God told him to wage the war, but through humility, not attempting to justify his actions, he averted a possible civil war. Well, it's natural for us to want to defend our actions as vigorously as possible. We want to be seen as competent in the development and execution of our plans. We don't have to look far into our political situation today as a classic example of just that feeling. But God's way is a better way. We don't have to defensively respond to situations or attempt to justify our actions. We can humble ourselves and respond quietly. The second verse tells us that the tongue of the wise makes knowledge acceptable. This Hebrew word means good or pleasant. The picture is one of a peaceful scene that you might see in a forest with rays of light flowing in. Now, James is a companion passage on this subject. The tongue can either set a forest on fire or it can soothe an anxious soul. Today, with COVID and the political situation, it is extremely important to attempt to use the tongue for peace rather than war. This requires that we think long and hard before we respond in such a way that will inflame already frayed emotions. It is better to be humble and a peacemaker than abusive and create division. Thank you for listening. We pray that today's devotion was meaningful to you. We would love to hear from you. You can use either Facebook or YouTube to like, subscribe, share, and tell others about us. If you would like to contact us, you can reach me at phineasjacobus@runningtohim.net.